Come off the stream and I refreshed Star Citizen, the PTU. Another patch has just landed. This is 3912323. So here we go. We're going to do this live to see if this patch, I've already updated it. Excuse me. We're going to verify. No, you can see there. It's already 3912323, which is literally in the last 5 minutes been released. Maybe that's what was calling that 10,002 error I was getting, was that they were initiating this patch. I don't know, but here we go. This new patch has come in. We've installed it, so we're going to launch the game now. And let's see how we go. This time, I've got to give it to CIG. They are quick with these patches if they do need it. I know last night, probably about 2 or 3 hours after it became quite significant that we were having multiple dropouts with 30k dropouts. Managed to patch it by about 6 o'clock this morning for definite. And okay, it was better, as I say, earlier this evening. I got an hour and a half's gameplay out of it, but as you could see, but only 10 minutes ago we were getting constant dropouts. So I was just wondering, with this patch that they were doing, was this the reason why? We don't know. So they may be improving things day by day up until the Christmas break to get this running much smoothly. As I say, my computer spec, I'm only on a 1050 Ti GTX 1050 Ti card. It's running quite well. 1080, it's running really well. I'm getting just over 30 frames since we've been on this SOC system. Before, probably 25, 26 frames at best on the live system. So yeah, this is smoother, but I just wish and I just hope that this patch is going to make the connection a little bit more reliable. So here we are. Now we're at this I forget the name of it now, the spaceport station, which is just outside of Microtech. The elevator. Well, I just see someone getting the elevators there. They're definitely working. Earlier this evening, these were not working for quite a while. There was loads of us stuck here in this area waiting for the lifts. But we're in. And let's see how long we last. This is on the latest patch, and this patch has literally only just landed, certainly here in the UK, in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Well, there's all sorts here. There's people. There's a honey here as well. There you go. Are these real, or are these just AI? I think they're AI, aren't they? Yeah, okay. Right, if I can remember the way. Hi.
I don't know if there's anything I can help you with.
It's this way, isn't it? Yeah. There you go, through that. Oh, it's a bit glitchy still. It's not as smooth as it was running early this evening, but I assume everyone's doing what I'm doing and trying this patch out. So we'll see. Right, so if I remember rightly, it's around the corner here somewhere. No. This is it with these new space stations now, is remembering where you're going, because it's all changed, because all the space stations had a similar layout, didn't they, at one time? Oh yeah, it is up here to the left. And around here, slip through this way, and I think to the left is customs, is it right? Security. Call it security now. And there we go. Right, so we've got one guy trying to find his ship there. Mine's probably going to be somewhere else. Let's have a look. Unknown. Location is unknown, so we're going to have to do a claim, which is it's about 4 minutes, isn't it? So give us a chance to have a quick look around at what's going on. This is on the latest patch, which has come out in the last, well, certainly for me, the last 10 minutes or so. That's definitely 4 minutes, was it? So, yeah, about 4 minutes. Yeah, they've made considerable improvements with the looks of these space stations. They're definitely bigger, these R&R stops, than what they were before. But what I'm noticing, first thing, is lack of signage. From when you come out the Easy Hub. Now, I only know this one because I've done this run so many times, because of the amount of crashes that we've had over the last 24 hours or so. But yeah, lack of signage. It's not like some of the main planet stations where it tells you that where the spaceport is and blah blah blah. If you can see here, it doesn't really tell you where you're going. But then again, we're on a PTU release. This stuff may come out. We've got the security there that gives you a bit of a clue. If it says security or customs or whatever, you know you're heading towards the hangars. Let's have a look out the window here. Look at these. This is what I did notice as well. The windows are much bigger. You can get a much bigger view of what's going on. Certainly when things are busier and stuff's flying around, whilst you're waiting for your ship like I am, waiting for a reclaim. Yeah. And there's a nice view there of Microtech. And it's the first time I've seen it this side of the spaceport in daylight. So there we go. Let's check that out. We've been down there. I went down. I've done one visit, and it was literally this afternoon when things were running a little bit more smoothly. Then I went down there, and it's looking fantastic. The weather bios and whatever they call it, biomes or whatever they call them. Yeah, it's all good. The effects are looking really good. It's all right, mate. Go on. I ain't stopping you. Go ahead. Everyone's in a rush. Everyone's in a rush to get down there to see if this is smoother, and they're probably running about to see that they're not going to get logged out after 30 minutes. So, yeah, he seems particularly excited, and you can tell these are all new to the 3.8 because they've got their basic undersuits on. I'm donning this. Which I was hoping is going to keep us warm down there on the planet if should we get stuck in a snowstorm. Maybe we're going a bit over the top. I look like Tango Man from 3025, don't I? For those that don't know what Tango Man is, look at 80s retro stuff and you'll find out from an advert in the 1980s that advertised an orange flavoured fizzy drink. Right, okay, so let's... see, things are getting busy now. I think everyone's trying this out. He's dressed for the planet, certainly. I don't think he's going to get cold. You, mate, yeah, you may want to hold on to your nuts because it's going to be cold down there. Right, here we go. So let's see if our ship's in. I'm using a Constellation at the moment. Oh, we've got 38 seconds. Let's step away. No, I'm not going to be rude. Let someone else. He's hoping to mine on Microtech, by the looks of it. I'm not sure whether there's any mining on that planet at the moment. I could be wrong. He's waiting the 4 minutes in front of me. Go on, you just hog it, mate. You just hog it. Why not? There you go. Thank you very much. Right, let's see where we are. What's going on here? Oh, for God's sake. Look, there's a queue now, look. Yes, things are getting very busy up here for the Microtech planet. There's a few miners waiting. Like I say, I don't mind. I'm just lapping it all up, taking it all in. This new melee thing, there might be a fight break out in a minute. Yep, you'll have to calm down, mate. Calm down. He's queue hopping. Oh, there you go. Look at that. First come, first serve. There we go. Right, so retrieve.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing.
Ah, there's speaking on it now. There wasn't before. Which is a good sign. Pad 04. Let's go over here because they're going to rush to the nearest elevator, aren't they? So we'll grab this one. And let's see if we can make it down to the planets. Well, first of all, let's see if the elevator works, because, yeah, there were a couple of times where the elevators stopped working. And it looks like this one. Wow, what happened there? Ah. Was it me? Or did I see a double door there? Right, I think we're on pad 04. Well, don't want that. Oh, for God's sake. Back. Did it actually click it? Oh, we're moving, so we're going somewhere. Right, the big test. Can we make it within 30 minutes down to the planet before we get a 30k? Or shall I be a bit more optimistic? There's going to be no 30k. The guys at CIG have just patched it. Okay, so there's me consolation. I have to remember that this thing's up there. Because last time I flew out of here, I went up and up and up and managed to hit the gravity spinner that's above. Nearly blew me ship up doing that, but there we go. I know what I need. I've been to the fridge. I've got it on standby. You know that wonderful sound we need at this time of the night, just to calm the nerves a bit. So that's coming up in a few moments. So get on the ship, get things warmed up. And here we go. Right, so we're down. Yeah, I mean, this suit I've got on is big, but I had one which was a black and white suit before, which is in my live game. I've still got it, and it's so big that I struggle to look down on the pad here to get it to activate, to go up or down. This one, you know, okay, it's a bit tango-ish. It's okay, but at least it works on my elevator. Right, okay, so here we are, firmly seated. Let's put the systems on. Wake up.
Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy the ride.
Wow,
Check.
Thank you very much. Systems check. Okay, we'll wait for the shields to build up. Put the engines on.
Engines are on. Engines are off.
No, we'll put them on, shall we? I was a bit too keen on the engine control, playing the throbbing throttle. Right, okay, let's get some permission to get out of here. Port Trezier. That's it. I'm going to, you know, soon forget that. Right, thank you very much. Yeah, so we don't have to set a route because we're just going straight down to the planets. We're going to have a nose down there. Right, let's take off. And remember not to hit the spinner at the top there, whatever it's called. Well, there's lots of ships taking off.
Collision alert. Stop.
Let's gear up.
Landing gear.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Right, so luckily this time, this is the first time, as I say, this side of the planet is in the sun. What I'm going to try and do, I've looked at the snowy bits before we go to New Babbage, whatever it's called. I'm going to try and find some of this new biome that's not in the snow patch region, which is going to be interesting to find. I'd say it's over there. It's all down there somewhere. Right, full blast. Let's give it some. Shut those up. There you go. Burn too much fuel off. Right, so this is the worst bit, I think. Unless you're going... Oh, there's the space station. Disappearing into the background there. Yeah. You can actually jump if you go into New Babbage, which is fine. I think everyone's seen New Babbage. But, you know, it swings and roundabouts. You could jump down to there, and if you want to go and see some of these not so snowy parts of the planet, which I'm interested in seeing at this very moment, then it's a long journey from New Babbage to them parts of the planet. Now, they're saying in daylight you should be able to tell, you know, the more vegetative areas on the planet in daylight. At the moment, I'm not seeing that. And that's, They say it looks sort of greenish when you see it. Not seeing that yet. Right, okay, I think we'll make a steeper ascent to... There's a patch down there. What's this here? Let's have a look. Let's go down here. That looks not so snowy. We're going in steep. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's steep. You can't get much steeper than that. But we're well hard. We can handle the G's. Let's get down there. Right, whilst we're doing that, let's have some of this. This is the best sound you'll hear all night. Yeah, one of those. It's one of those nighttime nightcaps. Captain Bolokov does love a beer or two. Bit of the amber nectar now and again. Yeah, we're coming in fast. I was expecting to see some sort of atmospheric burn-up going on. But it seems in these bigger ships you don't get that. It's only in the smaller ones at the moment. Or is it early days yet? Are we just not seeing that yet? Yeah, from looking out the window at the moment, it still looks pretty snowy there. We're not really. Yeah. Well, we'll have a look anyway. Let's have a look. Let's get down there before we have another 30k. I'm being optimistic. They've patched it, so I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. We are coming in pretty hot, mind you. We're still 23,000. Is that 23,000 meters or feet? I think it's meters, isn't it? In the altitude box there. But if you can see, the display stuff is a bit more legible than what it used to be. A bit more prominent. Yeah, this still looks all a bit winterish. I think we need to be further out from the planet to actually ascertain, you know, whether you're going into a snowy bit or a vegetative bit. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean, don't you? Yeah, this is looking all sort of blue and icy. We're going to have a look. I just want to see these weather effects. Yeah, we're going in thick and fast. Yeah, that just looks like a bit of frozen sea. Oh, it's all excitement here all the way. We do, you know, it's because we're not tour guides, isn't it? What we do then, just to break the monotony up a little bit, let's go on the coast. Oh, that looks interesting down there. Now we're coming through the cloud. Wow, things are getting really clear now. I love this scenery. It's fantastic, isn't it? Well, so far no crashes or glitches. I think what we'll do, we'll have a quick look around here. And then we'll go off to somewhere like Daymar. Because all the other planets have had an upgrade as well. We're going to summons our moon rover thing, whatever it's called. Well, let's slow down a bit before I come crashing into the surface of the planet. Yeah, we're going to get the space buggy, because I don't think the garages are actually working here on Microtech at the moment. So, because that will be the first thing I do, is go and pick up the buggy or the rover, whatever you want to call it. We've got some big rocks here. Yeah, we're coming in nose first. Wow. Oh, I thought that was a building. It's trees. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Do you want to have a quick land? Have a look round, see what the weather conditions are like. We'll do it quickly. The only reason I'm saying this is because I need all the practice I can get in this ship. It's bigger than what I'm used to flying, this Constellation. And I bought the basic one first to see how I get on with it before I push it, because I'm really fancying the Explorer version, which is I don't know, is it the Taurus? I'm not sure now what it's called. Anyway, right, okay, let's get the nose up, gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, we're going down a bit fast there.
Collision alert. Low.
Yeah, because I'm landing. Oh, there's a big rock there, or iceberg.
Front. Landing complete.
Oh, there you go, look at that. No dramas. Right, let's have a quick look, see what's going on. I'm all suited up, ready to go to get out into this cold environment here on Microtech. Yeah, let's get around there, open the door. That's it. And there's my airlock. Yeah. So far, so good. Now, next week, on Monday, I think it's Monday, I have my 2080 card arriving. I've pushed the boat out. I bought myself a little Christmas present. And I'm hoping it's not going to bottleneck with my i5 9600K processor. Because if so, oh, look at that. That is cool. Oh, there's even an outpost there. Am I near New Babbage then? Can you see in the distance up there? There's some sort of outpost. Okay, it's rocks and icebergs at the moment, but I just wanted a quick selfie by the ship here, just to get yourself in. Right, hold up a minute. You're gonna face this way. No, turn round. That's it. That's it. Good lad. Right. I want a selfie here. With that bit of sun in the background. Push your head up. There you go. That's it. G's for the camera. Right, there we go. Couple of those. Yeah. That is one huge suit, isn't it? Massive. Wow, what was that? You can actually hear when you landing on ice, like this is obviously a lake or the sea. You can hear ice sort of lodging and cracking now and again. It's probably the way to the ship. So the last thing I want is this thing to go through the ice and sink down. So there we go. There's a little bit of a look there. Now, this isn't a scenic tourist route that we're taking. We are just testing the latest patch of the PTU to see how long we last before we get a 30k error message. Now, the longest I've lasted, as I say, was earlier this evening, and it was an hour and a half. Last night was anything between 10 and 30 minutes.
Flare selected.
Flare collector. See, that's another thing. Every time if you leave your ship now, certainly in the Constellation, and you get back in without the engines running, get back in. As soon as you sit in your seat, it says flares active or activated. I don't know.
Engines are on.
We'll start the engines. Okay, right, let's get the old star map up. Let's have a look at one of the legacy planets, see how we go with the updates there. Now, is it Denham? No, it's not Denham. It's Crusader. Daymar is an interesting planet. Let's see. Why is that not set? Come on, do it. Oh, I know why. Yeah, Crusader, Daymar. Look at that. So much jump fuel. That's quite a distance, that. And I only use, what's that, 822. Right, a couple of bits of faffing around getting to Crusader before we get to our destination. More importantly,
Take off complete.
let's see how long this takes to get out of this atmosphere, which I think is going to be quite a long time. It's a big old ship, and she does like to take her time getting out into the atmosphere. Put some gear up. Yeah, what we need to do now is we're coming back to here. We're going to see how long we last tonight. This is going to be a stream of endurance, and hopefully CIG have actually just released the patch that's going to fix these 30k crashes. The ones we suffered tonight, the 10,002s. Oh wow, we're going up at a steep angle here. Yep, me angle and dangle has got a big wangle on it. So let's get straightened up here. Let's get to a sensible rate of climb. And if I press Z here, it should lock to it, shouldn't it? He says. Happened before, and I nearly stacked it before relying on that. Don't rely on pressing Z that it's going to stay in the location. Right, one thing I've noticed here is that the external cameras are much better in 3.8. As you can see, if you've looked at any of the other streams, when we was in 3.7, we were zoomed right into the cockpit, and if you went round to the arse end of it, it was right up his arse. So you couldn't spin around like this, and everything is much smoother. The camera, like if I would do a pan like that, it's much smoother than what it was before. Sorry, I do apologise to those on the stream that I've left the counter up there as well. What a twat. Sorry. Yeah, so the camera actions are much smoother, which is nice. And look at that view. Just look at that. I think we'll take a snapshot there. There you go. Here's one for Instagram. I don't really have Instagram. I'm not a millennial. It's okay. Right. Back in the ship. Yeah, well, see what I mean? You press that Z button and it gives you a false sense of security, doesn't it? In actual fact. Oh, there we go. We need to go angle it up a bit, because otherwise it's going to take forever to get out of this atmosphere. Right, press Z. There we go. That's better. Well, you know, we've achieved one thing. I've managed to get down to Microtech and spend more than about 2.5 minutes there before it crashes. Which is an achievement, because like I say, last night I think it was 9 or 10 crashes, and I was watching the chat as you go in, because people, I think they were looking at the script screen. If you press that key to the left of the number 1 on your keyboard, it gives all that's got all that code in it, you know, all that sort of geeky stuff, and people can actually tell when a crash was going to happen. They were saying, you know, stand by, we're just about to crash. And I was like, how do you know that? And I pressed that key, and it's just all gobbledygook. It's all code and, you know, sort of that Johnny Foreigner sort of computer language stuff, which is all too confusing. Gives me a headache. But there we go. Looking up the backside of the Constellation, we are certainly heading out back into deep outer space. Oh, yeah. Let's bring it on. We're going to Daymar. Is it Daymar? I forget. I think it's Daymar. Let's have a look. Yep. Daymar. First of all, we've got to go to Crusader, because I'll be the wrong side of the planet. You know, it's all faffing around. But us captains and commanders, yeah, we're used to that sort of thing. You know, you're pointing your stick in the right direction and all that. I'm pretty sure now. Let's have a look here. That's saying we've got to go up there. It's all right. I know what I'm doing. I'm going towards my waypoint. Oh, there it is. Right, so let's orientate around the right way. Bosh, give it a bit of that. Right, now what I do when I'm jumping, I normally back off on the thrust just in case we get stopped by the filth. The police. Yeah. Oh my god, this is a jump and a half, this one. Well, I'm sorry folks, but yeah, this one's certainly going to be a massive jump. Let's say goodbye to Microtech. Bye, Microtech. See you again. Yeah, we've been interdicted. Knew it. This is why I. What's happened there? No, it's just. Oh man, no, it's just throwing a bit of a hissy fit because I've done an external view, I suppose. Okay. Right, yeah, we don't need all that farting about. Radar. Oh, so what have we got here?
Rear shields damaged.
Bastards. Right, okay.
Front shields.
Let's go from
Shields max. Shields max.
3. Yeah, we're gonna go for you. Sod it. I'm not really a combat person. Oh, wow, as you can see, this thing... Oh, man. Didn't really need this. Really good to get a pirate in. Yeah, go on, have that. Have some of that. So I'm quiet because I'm concentrating. Wow. Let's slow down a bit. There you go. What the hell? Yep, these are more aggressive. I think this is an AI, whatever it is.
Enemy down.
Got him! Yes, let's have some of that. Marvellous. Right, okay. Where's me waypoint now? Don't say it knocks it out. Nope, it's down there somewhere. There we go. Right, let's try again, shall we? Before we were rudely interrupted. Wow, what's going on here? Well, let's take the thrust off again, just in case we are interdicted, this time by the police. Because they do tend to shoot you if you... Whoops, wrong button, I want to do this. Oh, for God's sake. Right, there we go. Come on, baby, we got a long way to go. 52,000 kilometres, that's miles away. There was no pun intended there. But off we go. Yeah, this is... they're meant to have speeded the jumps up a little bit. But I think something like this ship... yeah, it's still going to be 10-15 minutes, isn't it? I could play some elevator music for you whilst we do this bit, or I could do a song and a dance, but I think you'll soon get fed up with that. So I think what I'll do, I'm going to raid the fridge whilst we're in this bit of a jump. So I'll see you in a few moments. Okay, whilst we're still, what are we, not even halfway through yet, let's take a little tour of the ship. If you've not seen the Constellation before, this is the most basic Constellation you can get. They've changed the name of it twice. I think it's the Taurus or whatever they call it. There's another name for it now, which is confusing it because I want to upgrade this ship, and they're saying, "Oh, this ship don't exist." Well, it does. I got this earlier when it was called whatever this is now, the Taurus. Before that, after that, yeah, they've changed the name, so it's not recognising it in the ship upgrade section. But anyway, that's my woes. This is one of the holds here. Well, you can put a few bits and bobs in. There's a kitchen area around here, which is not lit. The lighting in this version of the ship is a bit crappier than the other 3 versions. I'm after the Explorer version. Yeah, well, I've gone a bit far, haven't I? So let's start at the front, shall we? Here we go. So we have the captain's chair here. We have a co-pilot, and I assume that's a navigator or something that goes there. So it's a multi-crew ship. So there's 3 people straight away. We have a turret here. Do you want to have a look? Let's go and let's get the turret down here. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Yep, we're getting in. I've never been in this turret, to be honest. So it's going to be a first for me. As you can see, if you're wearing one of these honey monster suits, yeah, the view gets a little bit restricted. In actual fact, I think what happens is you get stuck. Yeah, so we're getting out of there. So, oh no, we're in. No, we're getting out. My big fat suit is too big for it, I think. So that's a lesson there. Yep, here we have the elevator that takes us down to the ground, or wherever we'd be here. 4 bunks, which is pretty standard in some of the medium-sized ships. And we got the usual, what we got here? Toilet facilities and shower. Very good in there. It's one of these fold-out things. Obviously, this is the most basic one. It's not quite kitted out yet. It's there, because we've got it on one of these lease rental things, as we call it. We couldn't afford to get the interior, so we'll be down to B&Q to update that at some time soon when we get our new ship. Oh, the replacement for this. Right, this bit here has got the hold. This is where we store cargo, but in my case, I like to bring me Land Rover, whatever it is, or Rover, Moon Rover, on this part here. This lowers down. This all goes all the way down. There's a button here that lowers it. I don't know what happened. If I tried to do that now, I'd probably get sucked out into space, and yeah, happy days. So that's that bit on the ship. And at the rear bit of the ship, we have this, I think this is called the Arrow fighter. Yeah, so let's have a look in there. Can't see it. I'll put my torch on. There we go. Oh, we got in. Okay, we got in and put me. No, I'm not going to power up. We'll get out, just in case I do something stupid. Is it letting me out? Yeah, go on. Let's get out. We'll stand at the side and have a look at it. Yeah, so we got this, I think it's called an Arrow or an Alpha fighter thing that we can launch from the back of the ship if we're under heavy fire. This thing disappears out and, yeah, does the bizzo. So that is basically the Constellation, whereas the one I want, which is the, is it the Taurus? I think it's the Taurus, which is double the price of this one in real cash terms, has got all niceties, such as pretty well decked out, living quarters and things like this. This is a bit utilitarian, to put the least. But there we go. We've got our missiles in there. There's an airlock here to the outside, and I assume at a later date these airlocks will actually serve a purpose, because you can actually open them. I don't think I'm going to get sucked out. Turn my torch off. If we do, we just get a view of the outside in hyperspace. Oh, there we go. There we go. We ain't got sucked out yet. So they are working, and I assume there for boarding other ships and space stations and satellites and things. What have we got down here? We've got anything down here? More missiles and another airlock this side as well. Yeah, so that's basically it. High voltage there. That's where the Faffy Doodah machine lives in there and goes bing now and again. And yeah, back into the living quarters. We've got lockers here to store suits and bits and bobs. Yeah, so that's all there. Even the basic ship has some things. Not much in way of cooking facilities, I don't think. Let's have a look. What have we got here? No. What's that there? Coffee machine. Yeah, so this is pretty basic, as I said. What we got here? Yeah, I think what's that? That's avionics there. This side we got the shield generators and bits and bobs. Put the torch on. The lighting in this ship is not as good as the premium versions of this ship. It's not ideal that you want to be walking around your ship with a bloody torch on, isn't it? I mean, come on. Let's have a look. There is another shooting pod from somewhere, which we've not come across yet. Yeah, it's up. You have to go up to it, I think. But yeah, you get the idea. It's on the top somewhere. Okay, back in here. Let's see how far we got. Oh no, that's
Selected.
what flare selected. See, every time you get in this this seat, it always selects a flare for some reason. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's just unique to the ship, and it's a feature. I'm sure it's a feature. Okay, so we've got about 10,000 kilometers to go. And I'm going to join you when we get there. So that's very shortly. I'm just taking another break. Back soon. Oh, not far now. Oh, what fell into my hands? Another one. There we go. Let's have a refill. Shouldn't be drinking and flying, but it's Christmas. Who cares? There we go. We're in trial basis. I'm only in the PTU. If I was in the live system, I wouldn't be doing this. Of course I wouldn't, because I know I'm in the PTU. Right, here we go. So, a couple of million kilometres to go. We should at this point see the planets start coming into sight before it zooms in and feels. There you go. Can you see it? Right in the middle there. Right in the middle of the jump spot. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think that's Crusader coming into sight. We've got to do a jump to one of the outer markers before we get to Daymar. Now at this point, I think the last time I'd done this in the 3.8 PTU, this is the furthest I got. I got to Crusader from Microtech. I was just about to do the OM1 jump, and then it crashed on us. So it'd be interesting to see if we can break this milestone as well. Right, the only thing now before I get the next jump is that was a heck of a long jump. So in this ship, it takes a long while for the quantum drive to sort of cool down, as you'll see. What was that other ship I had? The oh god, it was my very first one. I forget the name of it now. Yeah, that used to cool down pretty quick, but then again, you couldn't do massive jumps in it like you can in this ship. Yeah, come on, Let's go. We ain't got all day, son. Right, so we've got to go to the right. Okay, let's get the old thing spooling. We've got to go that way. That way and across. There we go. There's our next jump. Oh, we're going straight to Daymar. Oh, okay. Right, so the first thing is this is much more sensitive than what it was before. I think in my settings I'm going to have to sort of tame this down a bit. It's very, very sensitive compared to the last patch. So I'm just wondering if this patch has done that. It's just made it much more sensitive. I don't know. Off we go. I like the way the head shrinks and then it all sort of moves forward. Right, so this is Daymar. I'm not sure whether this is the planet I'm thinking of. No, is this the sort of moon replica type planet? I can't remember now. We'll try and get down on the planet. Let's see what landmarks we got here. Come on, spool. Whoop. Right, what we got here? So we got a few there. We want to get ones in the sunlight. Let's go to the aid shelter, shall we? Let's see what's going on there. I mean, at the end of the day, it just gets us down to the planet a bit quicker, doesn't it? If we do this. I'm not sure this is the planet I was thinking of. Is this the one with the vegetation and all that, where it's all been done, Daymar? Or is this just another rock? No, I think it's a bit Marsish, isn't it?
Quantum drive is now on.
Okay, let's stick some engine power on. Let's wait for that to cool down again. That shouldn't take long this time. Sorry, is that a bit loud? Because I know it's just blasted my head off in these. I'm wearing headphones. It's probably done the same to you. I do apologise. But we don't mind a bit of engine throb now and again, don't we? Yeah, so... Yeah. Is this just going to be rocks and things? I'm thinking of that. What's the planet? Sirius Scepter. What station am I at? I was at the station just outside Microtech, but I'm now on Daymar at the moment, so I'm not at a station. But I think I may have to. Let's check my fuel situation. Yeah. I may have to visit a station soon. Let's jump down here, see what's going on. Thanks for joining us, Sirius Scepter. Whereabouts are you at the moment? Let's try and do a meet-up somewhere if we can. Yeah, this is not the planet I was thinking of. Yeah, this is one of the mining planets, isn't it? I get them all mixed up, you know. Yeah, this is a bit Marsish, but be interesting to see what the environment's like out there. Apparently, I think you get sort of sandstorms and windstorms here, don't you? Yeah. I'll try and think of that planet, and after that, I think we'll make it a mission to go and try and seek people out and annoy them. Right, let's. Yeah, this is a bit rocky, isn't it? Looks a bit like a storm out there, so it'd be interesting to see what it's like out there. It's, oh shit! Put my gear down first. There we go. Bit of that.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, it's not screaming at me. It's collision. Like it was on that other Microtech.
Landing complete.
Yeah. Oh, have I landed on a rock? Because that looks pretty pissed to say the least, isn't it? Oh, we'll get away with that. Look how windy it is out here. That is windy. Wow. Okay, let's turn the engines off. Look at that. Crusader in the background. Ah, it's typical, isn't it? Just as we landed, the windstorm. Oh, what's that windstorm? My engine's just blowing up to us. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too optimistic here. Let's get out. And we're going to have a quick look. We're not hanging around here. Basically, the point of this live stream was to see if the latest patch actually makes you last more than an hour. And so far, I think we're doing good. So what have we done so far? Let's have a look. I'm just looking at the clock on there. That's oh, it doesn't actually tell you. But what? I thought this did. Oh, come on, XSplit, sort it out. You know, we don't pay you all this money not to at least tell me how long the stream is. For God's sake, am I gonna? Is that struggling? What the hell is going on here? Yeah, go on. Just do as you're told. Going down. Second floor, ladies' underwear. Yeah. Wow, look at this. Yeah, rocks with details. Yep, there's some vegetation down here. That looks like a salad my missus would have served up. Yeah, some with a bit of mayonnaise on it. Fantastic. Well, just having a quick look around here, just seeing if there was any adverse weather conditions, and at the moment, everything looks nice. So, yeah, okay, that was an expensive weatherman run. Come down here. I'm just proving a point that since I've put the PTU 3.8 on, what the hell's that? That we can last more than, what the hell? That looks like something out of Alien, doesn't it? That looks like the face clinger egg that's split. I don't want to get too close because you never know. Yeah, wow. Man, very angry Venus flytraps. Whoa. Yep, okay. Right, we've done that. We'll check our... I want to go to that planet that's got vegetation on it, and I forget what it is now. Okay, right. Yeah, this spacesuit is so big. Wow, you just can't hit nothing with it if you're using your what they call it, emotive bloody F key, whatever it is. Okay, yeah, that's that. We've been there, we've done that. Yep, you're not gonna. Wow, we have a problem. It's not letting me into the captain's chair. Well, not from that side. I can get him from this side. What's going on here? Get in. Go on, do what you're told. Right, that's it. And power up engines. No, not inventory.
Flare selected.
Flare selected. There you go. We know at least one thing when I get into this chair. The flare gets selected. Right, so let's power up. Oh, I better put me VTOL things on. Let's open them up. Thank you very much. So that we don't go drifting off like I did before. Right, let's check out where we're going to go next. I'm going to do one more planet, I think, just to see. Was it sailing Daymar? Not sure. Delamar. That's got what have we got here? Aberdeen, Magda, Ita. Is that how you say it? Ita. Sorry, I'm going to do some Monty Python in a minute. I'm sure it's Daymar. Yalar's like the moon. Sailing to represent. What's this? This moon's features over 100 currently dormant volcanoes that are said to represent Salin's simmering anger. Wow. Yalo, have I been to Yalo? Named after the oldest three siblings, a gift for Baba. This moon has water ice. Oh yeah, I have been there. Yeah. So he's selling. Yeah. Yeah. Delamar. Art Corp. Ah. No, that's got all the yeah. It's all very industrial there, isn't it? Aberdeen. What's that there? Ariel. Oh, I'll go to Aberdeen. I can't remember going to Aberdeen. I don't know what it's like. So we've got to go via Hurston again. What? I'll clear the route, for God's sake. There must be more direct. No. It's all faffing around, isn't it, with bloody satellite sort of markers and all that. Okay, well, that's what it is. Okay, engines are on.
Takeoff complete.
Thank you very much. Gear up. Arse down. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So we're heading to there. Let's give it some boost. Exit atmosphere. So we've got to. We're going up at quite an angle here, as you can see. Oh, we're not messing around. Right, let's shut me things up there. We don't need them anymore. Oh, we're in range now. Yeah, this has become very sensitive since this patch. I mean, the sort of flight controls are very sensitive, much more sensitive than they were before. God, this is quite a jump as well. Off we go. Go on. Come on, baby, give it some. Yeah. Foot to the floor. Right, okay, so it... Oh, what's happened there? Oh, no, that was me. Sorry. Okay, return to game. No, we don't want to go yet. We're not going nowhere yet. Right, so we're going to Aberdeen. Not in Scotland, somewhere in space. Okay, then, no. Go to the Scottish planet. With a wee dram, me lovey. Right. Okay, that wasn't Welsh, that was Scottish. That was meant to be, apparently. Right, so what have we got? We've got 29,000 kilometres to go. We've done the tour of the ship. We could say, so far, what are we doing so far? Let's have a look. I'm just trying to find out here off this screen just how long now we've been streaming. I don't know. Hold on, let's have a look. Oh, if I tap this, will this tell me? No. Must be. We must be an hour and a half now. Someone tell me, please. Oh yes, 1 hour and 5 minutes. Right, so we've got 25 minutes to beat, which is the longest I've been on the 3.8 PTU without anything crashing. I've beat one record. I visited more than 2 destinations. Yeah, have we done that yet? No. Yes, because the last time I crashed out, I was going from Microtech and doing the journey we've just done now, and it crashed out at Crusader just before we hit that, so we didn't make it as far as Daymar anyway, so we've beat that record too. The only record we haven't beat so far is the duration in time, which is now 1 hour and 6 minutes. So we have 24 minutes to beat before I can safely declare, I think, whatever the last patch CIG done around about an hour ago, or just over an hour ago, is successful, because it's the longest I've been in 3.8 without a glitch. Normally with 3.7, very rare I got a glitch. Very rare I got kicked off the server. Well, not kicked off, but it glitched. But this time round, yeah, okay, you know, I'm not moaning about it. I know that it's a PTU release, and that's what it's all about. They're testing. They're trying to tune things up. One thing I can say is for sure that shots like this, when you're panning around the ship, yeah, it's much smoother. The frame rates and everything else is much smoother. And if I just push the mouse away like that, it gradually comes to a stop. Whereas before it was all very coarse and sudden. Now it's very smooth. You can do cinematic shots without manipulating camera settings and things like that. You can just glide around with your mouse pretty decently without any sort of jittery or buggery naughty stuff going on. Yeah, you know what I mean. Right, okay. Oh god, we're still 16,000 kilometers away. I know these are huge distances we're doing. They are a little bit quicker than they were in 3.7. I give it that. But this time where are we going? To Hurston to get to Aberdeen. Apparently, let's have a look at the star map. Captain Star Map. There we go. Let's have a look. Right, so we're coming in from here to the from the left to Hurston. Then we go to Aberdeen. Aberdeen. I can't remember. God, it must have been way back at the beginning I started this game that I actually, you know, made a point of visiting all the planets. But I don't remember making a return to Aberdeen at any time. Magda. I don't really remember that. I remember Eta. Eta was, you know, that's at the time that was a pretty boring planet. Might have changed now because they've changed all the dynamics since. So we'll never know until you go, as they say. Right, I'll see you in a minute. We're not going to be long now. Another couple of minutes, and I think we'll be there. See you there. It was Wednesday. I've packed up work now for Christmas. I'm not going back to after New Year. But this ship I don't know why. It's actually inspired me to watch the original Alien film. Do you remember that, with the Nostromus, and when the front part of the ship goes down to the planet, and you know, I mean, I look at it now and it don't look nothing like it, but at the time I thought, yeah, this reminds me of Alien, that great film from 1979, which in my mind, in sci-fi terms, hasn't been surpassed, because that was a fantastic film for its time, of course. Right, let's decelerate before I crack into this planet, which I don't want to do. Bit of a jump, as you say. The jump drive here does take its time to cool down. I know we have to head off somewhere in this direction. So there, is it there? Let's pull up. Yep, we've got to go to this marker to get round this big fat planet, so that we can get to Aberdeen. And a wee dram, my laddie. Right, okay. That's my poor Scottish. Sounds more like Pakistani language to me, but there we go, we do try. Okay, right, so we're round, a little bit round the fat planet. No. Do you know what? Look, it's still obstructed. Right, so what we need to do, we need to zoom off this way a little bit. And there should be an arrow somewhere. If you can see the no target screen in the top right hand side, there's a little triangle in there. It's red at the moment. So if I keep heading in this direction, sort of going out away from the planet, when that turns blue, we know we can line up with it. But you'd think that it'd do a better job than that, wouldn't it? You know, you get to an outer marker and it'd sort of line you up. You wouldn't have to do all this faffing around, getting out of the way of a fat planet to get to your next target. But that's how it is. Yeah. So, well, we were... yeah. Okay, let's take that off. I can look that way now. So there's the planet. Do you know what? That's going to take ages. Right, okay, so I'm wondering if I slightly go that way. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is so sensitive now since this update. Wow, that's too sensitive. I think we're going to have to make some changes in the... God, man, that is so sensitive now. I mean, the stream I was doing before this, which was literally 10 minutes in between and this update come out, it was not flying like this, but since this update's come out, the controls are mega sensitive. But deal with it, son, because if it fixes the 30k, deal with it. What's going on there? Bashir Dewalt is requesting combat assistance in deep space. 4,700. I wouldn't get out of bed for that. 4,790 credits. Go and save someone's ass. Nah. Right. Okay. So it looks like if you look at the top left-hand screen here, where my shields are, now. Oh my God! Did I cause some damage when I landed on that last planet? Because my landing bay is now lit red. Oh, I don't know. Let's, oh, no, okay, well, let's bring that screen up. Let's go to there. No, it don't tell you until you've landed what needs repairing. I thought it might tell you, but I don't know. Let's see. Damage we do. Well, I don't know how long this is going to take. Just to get around the other side of this fat planet so that I can line up. Okay, well, let's take the spool off. It's, oh God, yeah, it's still quite, oh, right, okay. Well, I think I know what to do here. This is so sensitive now. All right, let's line up there. Wow, that is so sensitive. All right, so let's head there. if I fix that there. I just... Right. Oh. That is really sensitive. Bloody hell. Okay. No, that's still moving down, isn't it? Oh, for God's sakes. Just look. Stay there. Calm down. Man, that is going to take ages. I don't know. Maybe I'm just whinging. Might not take too long. But you can see that the sort of symbol that we spooled down to there, which is obstructed by the planet. Oh, that's moving at a keen pace. Yeah. Okay, so we're now 1 hour 17, so another 13 minutes, and we would have beat the record without crashing in 3.8. So tonight could be a milestone. You never know. I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping this last patch, the 2323, whatever it is the one. But the timing couldn't have been better. No, we're drifting down now, aren't we? Oh, I knew that would happen. Stop it. Stay there on the 0 line. There. It's that little triangle marker at the bottom there. We're waiting to go blue, which will let me jump to the next point, which in this case is Aberdeen. Yeah, this is this the planet that's all sort of got a tech? Yeah, sort of a tech feel to the surfaces of it. Is it pretty much restricted? Oh no, this is the one you can actually go down to the seaside, isn't it? Yeah, it's got sort of the toxic lakes and seas on this this planet. A lot of crash ships on there as well, for some reason. But anyway, that's not where we're going tonight. At some point, we're going to get there to Aberdeen at some stage, and I'm not quite sure when. We're flat out. We're doing 911 kilometers an hour, whatever that is. I don't know what that equates to, whether that's miles an hour or kilometers an hour. I take it it's kilometers an hour. Or is it a minute? I don't know. Yeah, I just think this is going to take some time. I might do myself a sandwich in a minute. Cheese and piccalilli. If you don't know what piccalilli is, certainly for those in the States, I don't know if you have piccalilli out there. It's a pickle you put on your sandwich, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's got all sorts in it. Onion, bits of cauliflower in a sort of mustardy sauce, and it's just gorgeous. And, being this time of the night, here in the UK now, what time is it? Let's have a look. Where's me watch gone? It's now, God, it's 1:45 in the morning. And, couple of tinnies. And you look for those midnight snacks, don't you? As you do. Yeah. Well, guess what's calling at the moment? And I think, looking at the distance I've got here to our next waypoint that will get us to the planet, and the time that's going to take will be the time for me to go into the kitchen and make a cheese and piccalilli sandwich. Come on, it's coming Christmas, isn't it? I can do this sort of thing now. I've got a week, plus the New Year week as well, yeah, so really it's 2 weeks of hogging out, and just spoiling yourself. Because I don't know how long this is going to take to clear that bit of the planet I want to do. Because if you look at this, we're sort of plodding along. I'm sure we're doing some quite considerable speed, but at this sort of scale, it doesn't look like we're moving at all, doesn't it? We are. I know we are. But, it just looks like it's going to be a bit of a faff to do this. From earlier versions of this game, it seems with them OM markers, things were pretty tied up, pretty good. You know, you wouldn't have to do all these distances because the markers would get you to the side of the planet you wanted without your destination being obstructed. I don't know whether that's something they've changed to make the game a bit more challenging in your piloting skills and your sandwich skills, as in making sandwiches and pouring beer and making coffee in between going to your next waypoint. I don't know. But yeah, it's certainly testing my sandwich making skills at the moment, because I've got to wait for that triangle to go blue. If you look at the top of the planet on the picture here, just above it, you see a red triangle at the moment. That's my next waypoint, and I can't make that until that goes blue, apparently. And if we look down, that waypoint is there. See what I mean? It is the other side of the planets through there, so that's still a way to go, isn't it? And I'm wondering if I sort of skim the top of the planet, whether that's going to make things a bit quicker or not. I don't know. Well, let's lock it to that. Right, I've locked it to that. Let's see. That's still quite a way to go. Right, guys. Well, if you're going to stick with me, I suggest put the kettle on. I'll make yourself a cheese and piccalilli sandwich, because that's exactly what I'm doing now. I need a snack. I've not eaten now for, coming up 6 hours. So, yeah, I think some Scooby snacks are in order. I'll see you in a minute. Don't go away. Well, not too far now. Yep, we're getting there. We're just going to wait for that red triangle just to peak itself over the horizon there. But folks, people of the world, if you've never had Cornish mature cheddar cheese and Piccadilly sandwiches, you haven't lived. It's like a religion. Excuse me whilst I'm eating. Man, that is heavy. Oh, shit. It's alright, it's not a pirate. It's green. He's gone. Oh, is one of them a pirate? One is a pirate. Being chased by a police by the looks of it. Well, they're not shooting at us. I don't want to get involved. Alright, let's do another scan on this planet. What's going on? Oh. Come on. Sort yourself out. Oh my god. No, it's still... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, man. Oh, do you know what? I think what we'll do... We'll just go down to this planet and have a look here, because this is Crusader. And it will be interesting to see just what change has been made here, because this faffing around, going around fat planets, yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Right, so we're going to go down into the atmosphere here, into Crusader. Well, we go down by this lake here and have a look what's going on. Right, so let's lock that, so we're not faffing around all over the place. Yeah, is that just cities down there, or is that sort of magma that's coming from? No, it's cities, isn't it? It's lit up cities. I don't know, you've got Area 18, Area 17 and all that. Well, I just want to see what changes have happened on the textures of these planets, so this will be pretty interesting. I think the fastest way we're going to get into this planet is literally do this. Head straight down. There we go. Let's go to that gooey greeny bit. Right, the reason why I'm shifting all about is because since this last update, the flight controls are definitely much more sensitive. Right, I think we can safely say we are going down at a vertical level here. And if I don't watch things, the ground is going to come up us pretty quickly, so let's keep an eye out on what's going on here. More worryingly, I think if I take that spooling off, does it give me height? No, because we've not broke the atmosphere yet. I'm going to finish the other half of my sandwich, so bear with me. I'll be back with you when we break the atmosphere here. Oh, here we go. Into atmosphere. Let's see if we make some flames. 16,000 meters. Sorry about that. I had to finish that sandwich. It was just heaven on a plate. Right, yeah, we're coming down. Pretty hot. What the hell was that? Oh, sorry, wrong button. Let's level up here. Well, so far, have we beat the record? Yes, we've beat the record by 7 minutes since this last patch, just not an hour and a half ago. We've managed to stay in the game. That's pretty, for a new release. Last night we was getting from anything from 15 to 30 minutes within the game before the 30k business kicked you out. And then today we've had another patch. Well, there was another patch early this morning, which made it a little bit better. An hour and a half was the most I got. And literally up to our first stream tonight, we couldn't even get in. And then they patched it about 5 minutes after I come offline, and we went back online within 10 minutes with this brand new patch, which ends 2323, whatever it is. And yeah, so far we've been in 1 hour 40 minutes, which is pretty good compared to the successes we've had in this release so far. Right, okay, here we are. We're at Crusader. What is that down there? Right, is that 2 buildings? Let's go and investigate. Right, so we've got the engines hauled right back here because I'm going very steep. This isn't probably a conventional landing, but what's conventional in space? Let's get our gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, just look, that does look like some sort of crashed components of a ship of some sort. Yeah, these controls since the last patch are much more sensitive, so I think I'm going to have to tame them down a bit. What the hell is that? Some sort of bloody column or something? Wow. What is that? That is literally a column, isn't it? It's got stairs and everything going to it. Yeah, let's yeah, I think we've got to check that out. Let's check that out. Right, we're going to be landing on some sort of a slope here, so yeah, that'll do. Let's go down, let's have a look. Get your nose up a bit. Oh, let's land on the big cactuses there. Oh, there you go. Any landing is a good landing, apparently. Right, so here we are. Yep, that's got me. The arse of it sunk in the ground a bit. Do you know what's going to happen there? The elevator is there's going to be a gap. Although who cares? We'll just have to jump it, won't we? Right. So let's get out the fat seat. I want to see what that Colosseum thing is. There's stairs. It's the first time I've seen one of those. No, I have been to this planet before, and I've not seen one of those yet. This bloody spacesuit. It's so huge. You just can't see what you're doing with it. Right. Let's negotiate on there a bit. Right. Okay. Can we do it? Oh, yeah. We're going down. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we've ruined a few cactuses here tonight. But there we go. Look at that. Bit of vegetation. Hold up, I think I'm stuck between the elevator. Yeah, there's a bit of a jump there. So let's send that back up. Before we get some wrong uns try and take the ship. Right, where's that? There it is. There's a few of them. There's one over there as well. I don't know if this is going to be anything significant or if there's anything... If there's going to be anything there. Wow, look at that. Prickly pears. And if you don't know what they are, Google them. Why does it sound like the planet's metal? Right, up these stairs. Let's check out what's going on here. What's that? Can you do anything with that? No. If I do that, sort of let off some detonation. Can we get in here? Computer says no. Wow. Well, there doesn't look like there's any way in. So, let's have a browse around it. What are these things here? There's some sort of secret combination of letting levers off and stuff like that, like the Egyptians do, you know. No. Remnants of a ship there. Normally with my flying skills this is how I end up, but there you go. This looks like some ancient 1970s type of spaceship. Big vents and flares. Dig in the cacti. Anything interesting over here? This is what I'd like to know. Will we be able to pick these prickly pears? Because that's what they look like. I don't know. No. Some sort of source of nutrition. Because prickly pears are actually gorgeous. I don't know what other parts of the world is, but you certainly get them in the Mediterranean. I had them. My trip to Malta was the first time I had prickly pears, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And figs, and stuff like fresh figs. You cannot beat them. Well, yeah. This all seems pretty random. What is that up there? See if I could see. What I needed to do is get to one of these mining platforms where I can get me rover out. But yeah, like I say, that's not part of today's mission. Today's mission really was to see the duration of the new 3.8 PTU patches to see how they perform. And so far, this latest one, in comparison to the rest, seems much more stable. Everything's much more smoother, considering I'm only using a GTX 1050 Ti. You know, I've not got some top-end graphics card here I'm streaming this on at the moment. I'd say this is pretty satisfactory. When I put my 2080 in here, then yeah, it's going to be a testing to see what difference that's made. But yeah, I'd say, you know, now it's running stable, this is much more of a smoother experience than 3.7. Okay, right, now the interesting thing is am I going to be able to jump back in, or am I going to be able to call this elevator? Is it too far up now? No, I can call it. Interesting thing is, can I get back on it? Bit of a gap, give it a jump. Oh, come on, son. See, it's that bloody heavy suit you got on now, isn't it? You're out of shape, son, you're out of shape. Okay, we'll try from the other side. Come from the higher side. In. And a bit of a run, and oh no, it's too out of shape. Alright, feeling a bit of a run and a jump at this. Let's put a bit of speed on. Come in and jump. Oh, that was lucky. I thought I was going to fall off the other side then. Well, there you go. That's the way us fatties do it. back into mayhem. Right, so that I don't get everything blocked here. I think I'm going to bookmark this point. Let's go. Look at the size of that. How can you walk? How could you walk in that? Right, I'm not taking the helmet off. What I'm going to do a little armor. What have we got there? No, it's not that one. Come on. We'll put that one on. That's a bit, we'll take that off. Unequip. Arms. Unequip. What? Oh, unequip. And then just the legs. This is purely that. Oh Christ! I want to put the helmet on because otherwise. Now this is what happened to me before. If you remember, I went to go to sleep on on the ship on the planet, and I took the helmet off, thinking that the the sort of air system in the ship would keep me alive, but it didn't, because what I'd done, I'd powered down the bloody ship, so everything had gone off, and I died. So I'll keep that on, but this time when I spawn out, so I'm going to, or log out, whatever you want to call it, I'll keep the systems on, the engines are off, and we'll see how we do with this. And I think tomorrow we'll be back again, taking this one step further. We're going to be doing some missions tomorrow, and seeing how we go with this 3.8. So far, so good, as far as I can see. What are we now? It's 1 hour 50 minutes, say, and that's the longest yet by far. And I've not had many glitches, but it's certainly the longest yet.
Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy the ride.
Thank you.
System check.
What the hell are you doing? I'm logging out. But yeah, it's been the best yet so far. So I'm hoping this latest patch a couple of hours ago has done the job. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night at the same time. Stand by and subscribe for notifications when we're on next. When we're trying something out. Could be anything. Could be anything from Star Citizen to Transport Fever 2 to Soviet transport workers and whatever.